Kapow Nation, stand up! What's up, baby? What do you think so far?
I'm mind blown. I'm impressed. I'm proud of her. I just love I love that I can rub elbows in people's parents. Hustling. She's a hustler. She's a hustler. She's a lady boss.
You can feel it.
Yes. You can feel her vibe, right?
What up, what up, what up, Kapow Nation? We're here in Hollywood with the wifey, okay? With the stars in the making. And we are going to be going to a special show, right, babe? Are you excited for it?
I'm pumped.
She's pumped, but I'm more pumped.
Y'all remember Kayla, who was with us at Radium Studios?
Oh yeah, Kayla. You should do like a.
We're gonna see her perform.
Hey.
Tonight.
It goes down.
Nation, are you ready for this?
Yo, Kapow Nation, get ready, cause we taking you up and close and personal.
Close and personal.
You already know. Let's go.
Thank y'all for continually dancing to my music, because that's the reason why I do it. But also to tell y'all to continue inspiring the world. What you're doing is amazing, it's incredible, and it continues to elevate over and over and over again. So keep inspiring y'all. Hey, let's have a good time tonight. Celebrate!
Man, what a great week. What have we done?
It was
Radium music.
Yes.
That was dope.
That was pretty dope, man.
Pretty dope.
That was cool being able to be in the studio, checking it
Shane,
out.
you saw that beatbox, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she was killing it, man.
Pretty
I was
good.
like, oh shit, man, they're about to sign her, man. She's gonna be the new artist.
Let me tell you something. Not only did we go to Radium Studios and we saw Marco Homegirl at Carnival.
Yes.
What you didn't see was we fought.
We fought, man. And she beat me. Because she's a third-degree black belt.
No, we got into a little spiffle, man. And that's
Spiffle.
right. Like,
let's keep it real, man.
Let's keep it real. We argued.
Let's
right?
keep it real.
We argued. We got a little emotional, you know?
Let's keep it real.
We were a little immature.
We wrestled. Oh, that the
did.
ratio between emotional and logical is 24-1. We're 24 times more emotional than we are logical. We
That's
are emotional
crazy.
beings. We've been married for almost 6 years now. I know.
We're going on to 2 hands.
2 hands, baby.
2.
I don't know why she's got that accent on.
I don't know either.
I don't know where that's coming from.
But we have this thing called money moves. What's money moves?
Money
baby?
moves, man. You guys know what money moves is. It's kind of like what we basically take the beginning of the day, the beginning of our morning, and we kind of just talk about our schedule. We talk about our victories. We talk about our challenges. We just talk about money. We really, it's just a moment really to just communicate with each other and to just make sure that we kind of recalibrate if we're not on the same page. And if we are on the same page, to go and attack the day for the day to be awesome.
That's right. And during that moment, he read me a quote, and it stimulated questions I wanted to ask myself. There's a quote that says, "Your quality of your life is determined by the quality of questions that you ask." So it's something we really enjoyed doing, is asking ourselves questions. So I began to ask them, and he asked me what I thought about this quote, and I said, I want to share with you some of the questions I'm writing down. And then he said, okay. And I said, just give me 1 second. I was finishing up like 2 more questions.
2 more questions.
And then he said, you don't have to write an essay. Like, we ain't got to be here all day.
Yeah.
And I was like, scoot. No, I'm just kidding. I literally was just like, okay, I'm almost done. And so then I finished, and then we reviewed it. The meeting went on, and he had me take a high performance test.
Yes.
Quiz.
Yes.
And so I did.
Which we recommend you. Actually, what we'll do is maybe
we'll put
in the bottom of the link, we'll go ahead and show you guys the same test that we took. We recommend you guys do it because these are the 6 habits that the top performers all have in common. And guess what? If you can start developing those habits, chances are you'll also be a top performer.
Yeah, heard. Okay. So I took it, I got graded on it, and we reviewed like our scores and each habit.
My score is better than hers. No, I'm just joking around. Actually, it kind of was, but I'm not. That's not the point. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I had to throw that jab in there.
He really wants to fight again. Anyway, so we reviewed it and we were going through it, and when we got to a certain point, like by this point, we're reviewing a lot, and the time of the day is getting later and later, and we had some really important things to take care of before noon. It was already like 11:30.
Yeah.
He went on to explain to me about an app that he uses that manages his habits. And it's an app I've used before, but I had to delete it because of storage and yada yada. I didn't find it as beneficial in the moment. And he said, he said, do you want to use this app? And I said, I don't feel compelled to right now. And then he said, well, I know you don't have to do things like me, but let me show you how the app works. And he started spending time on that. And then I said, baby, I understand that you don't want me to do things, that I don't have to do things like you, but I want you to know that I have used this app. I'm very aware of how it works, and I think that our time can be better spent on the next part of this quiz than you teaching me how an app that I already know works, how it works.
And then I lost it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, man, you're so fucking blah, blah. I was gonna curse. I'm just gonna say it. Can I say it?
Of course.
All right. I was like, you're so fucking arrogant, man. Like why do you act like you know it all? Like, and now we're going to go ahead and share what we learned in a second, but I'm just being raw. Like, I just kind of lost it, you know what I'm saying? Because I tend to be a little aggressive. It's part of my personality, but then I also have another loving side to my personality. It's just really about...
Which I love.
Yeah.
I love his aggression too.
Yeah.
Because it works in certain moments, right?
Yeah, but in that moment,
it was unnecessary.
It just was not set correctly. I could have used that same aggression, but said it in a way, like remove the emotions out of it.
Okay.
So I lost it and I said that, and then when I said it that way, then obviously she's probably not going to respond in a friendly way, right? You reciprocate, reciprocity, right? I don't know if I said that right. But if you reciprocate in if you do in kindness, most likely the other person is going to reciprocate in kindness. If you talk to them in a certain negative way, they'll most likely respond back in a negative way. Right.
So now let's tell each other what bothered us about that little spiffle. I felt that when he was like, you don't have to write an essay, like you're wasting time. And then when I told him that he was wasting time teaching me of an app that I already know how it works, and he got angry. I didn't even get angry when he told me that I was wasting time on asking myself very interesting questions.
Yes.
I didn't get angry.
Yes.
I moved it to the side and I kept going.
Yes.
But when I told him that he was wasting time and he got angry, I felt, man, this is not right. Okay?
Yeah.
How is it that he feels that he has the authority to only be the one to let me know when I'm wasting time or not? But if I think the time is being wasted, I'm invalid. So it's almost as if any, reminder or anything I bring to the table, any idea, any concern, it's just not important unless it came from him. And that hurts.
It came from Mr. X. We'll call the ego Mr. X.
Yeah.
Because the real me It's not really like that, right? The real
Seriously,
me.
he's not.
If that was me all the time,
I wouldn't
this
be here.
wouldn't be working, right?
I'd be like, scoot,
Yeah.
scoot.
You see, that's I don't like when she be
But
doing
I
all
love
that
it.
stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, what bothered you when I said, hey, this app, I already know how it works, let's move on?
Man, it's crazy. What really bothered me was she wasn't, like, obviously, I like to bring things to the table that I believe is going to benefit our family, right? That I believe is going to help us get to the next level. Like, I feel like that's my role as a husband, as a leader, whatever you call it. So when she said no to that, it's like she has no other alternative. Like, we just took this test, and it clearly shows that she's weak in certain areas. How are you going to get better if you don't track your habits, right? So I got pissed off because it's like, you're saying no to this system. You're saying no to a way that's going to help you track your habits, which is fine. We don't have to do it my way. But if you're going to say no, what's your alternative? It's
But
hold up. I'm still on my point, girl. Anyways, so that's like my mom. Like, my mom used to basically, she would throw out the ironer, like, to iron clothes because it was not working that good. But she would throw it out before she would replace it with a new one. It's like, why would you throw out the ironer that we're using still before we replace it with the new one, right? So I felt like, hold on one second. I felt like, okay, so you're not gonna take this, but okay, if you're not gonna take this, what's your alternative to start tracking those habits right now, so we could get better right now as a family right now?
Bam. But he never said that.
I didn't.
What he did say was,
I didn't say that.
You don't have to do things my way, but do things my way. Pretty much, right?
I didn't know how to articulate that. I didn't, and
So,
you know what? And
now-
I was emotional, and the emotion got to me, and I lost it.
So we actually argued for a good 20 to 30 minutes trying to figure out what really bothered us.
But you know what? What's interesting about the argument is that we were never completely overtaken by the emotions, and that's the reason why we were able to come to a common middle. Yeah.
But what happened was, some of the verbiage that was used during that argument was, let me be a man and bring things to the table. Let me be a man. And I said, how am I not letting you be a man?
That's
The
a good
reason why we're even having a meeting is because you brought this system to our family, and I let you do it because I love the system and I
was
believe
so
that it's
emotional.
beneficial. How am I not letting you be a man?
I was so emotional.
Secondly, this test that this high performance quiz that he brought to the meeting and thought it would be beneficial for me to do, I did it. How am I not letting you be a man?
She actually is the reason why I'm a man, because she has given me so many opportunities, even when I didn't deserve opportunities, even when people didn't believe in me, to showcase my abilities. And she's always done it in a way where she sets up the moment for me to be able to really, she sets me up for success. So she is an amazing wife, and she does make me more of a man in that moment.
And he's an amazing man because, I mean, what man in a relationship says, baby, let's have a conversation every day about where we are in our lives and where we want to go and how we can get there, right? He does it. What kind of man in a relationship says,
I'm going to cry. Just joking.
I think this will be beneficial for your growth, and says, can you take this quiz? Like, there's so much that he does, and I believe it. But anyway, so when I realized that he was having an ego trip, because that's what it was.
Super ego trip. Mr. X.
Yeah. I was like, hold on a second. Like, you're not even letting me be a woman. You're thinking that a man is someone who doesn't let anyone else speak and that their ideas are the best and no one else's work. That's not a man. All right? That's an ego that does need to be killed, because that's not even funny.
It's
not conducive to anyone. No one's growing when you're doing that.
That's not a man. You don't need to emphasize that you're a man if you're a real man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you're an entrepreneur, you don't have to say you're an entrepreneur. If you're a woman, you don't have to say you're a woman, right? It's like the ego is a trip. It's like it feels like
a real man leads by action.
Yeah.
They don't have to say much.
They don't have to say that. So that was totally not manly, okay? So
yeah, that wasn't. But anyway, so after the bickering, and we were like, you know what? We're on the same team. Why are we fighting each other?
Yeah.
We were like, we want the same thing.
Yes.
We want to keep spending time talking about the problem.
Which, by the way, if you guys are ever in an argument, one thing that she does good, and one thing that we also remind each other, is when the argument starts to get out of hand, one of the things that we do is we do something called chunking up, which is we say something as simple as this. Yo, aren't we on the same team? Don't we want the same thing?
Brings
I
us
go,
back on
oh
the same
shit,
page.
why, we are on the same team. Why are we? It just kind of like
Like 5
snaps
seconds
you.
on the clock, and we're
Yeah.
trying to get this basket in, and we're over here wasting time
Exactly.
on whose ball is it.
So I recommend you guys use that tip if you guys are in a relationship. I don't know, just try it out.
So anyway, so then we finally got to a point where we were like, okay, what affected you about what I said, and what affected me about what you said? We realized that the best way, once we found out, which you already shared that,
Yeah.
here's what should have happened. Spend less time focusing on the problem and more time focusing on the solution. Number 2, find the root of the problem as fast as possible. Number 3, remove the root.
Remove the root.
Number 4,
Remove the root and get the carrot out of the ground.
regarding
Actually, carrots grow on ground.
Okay, anyway. And then the 4th one is to replace the root with something
With
more
apples.
conducive.
With apple seeds.
I'm saying something very serious.
With pears.
And then remove it
With
with
mango trees.
and replace it with something more conducive. That's all.
That's it.
That's it, guys.
That's all we got. And yo, don't ever put us on a pedestal because we're not perfect,
Nah,
okay?
we're humans,
I know you
just
think
like
we're
you.
so cute, like bunnies,
And you-
but you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know, it's being
Look,
in a marriage is not
It's
easy.
not easy. Relationships aren't
it's
easy, but they're
rewarding.
worth it.
It's rewarding. It's amazing. And we're just working it out. We're still figuring this out. We're grinding it out. We're just sharing with you guys our mistakes. Avoid those mistakes. You know, level up. And yo,
That's it.
that's it.
Be the bomb. Like tick tick.
Boom.